Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here pushing his truth and sincerity. Through all of which I do, we love you. We appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom to y'all. This is your brother Dawid Dodge from the Great Millstone Camp in Atlanta. Lord willing to give you an edifying lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. First and foremost, the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh, meaning he is or he exists or he to be. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai, meaning he is the Savior or he is the deliverer. All right. Or he saves, he delivers. Fuck you. If you're watching this now, you are a so-called black, Native American, or Latino man or woman, then you are a Hebrew Israelite according to the Holy Bible. You would not find black, Native American, or Latino in the Bible, so you need to know who you are according to the Bible. All right? Every nation, every person in the world belongs to a nation that's recorded in the Bible. All right? It's important to know who you are because there are certain people in the Bible where it's promised the glory, the covenant, the kingdom, and salvation. All right? There's others that are promised death. Right? If you don't look like a so-called black, Native American, Latino, if you don't look like a so-called black, Native American, or Latino, that does not mean that you're not a Hebrew Israelite, and that does not mean that you will not receive salvation. It does not matter what you look like. It only matters that your bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob had his name later changed to Israel. Israel in the Hebrew is Yasharallah, meaning he's a prince of the power. So let's continue reading in this beautiful work, all right? Getting these accounts of our forefathers, all right, getting the characteristics of what they've been through to learn what type of men they are and who we are to be in this time. 1 Kings chapter 12, verse 1. Subtitle reads, King Rehoboam acts foolishly. Verse 1, it says, and Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel were to come to Shechem to make him king. And it came to pass when Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who was yet in Egypt, heard of it, for he was fled from the presence of King Solomon, and Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt, that they sent and called him, and Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came and spake unto Rehoboam, saying, Thy father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore make thou the grievous service of thy father, and his heavy yoke which he put upon us lighter, and we will serve thee. And he said unto them, Depart yet for 3 days, then come again to me. And the people departed, and King Rehoboam consulted with the old men that stood before Solomon his father while he yet lived, and said, How do ye advise that I may answer this people? And they spake unto him, saying, If thou wilt be a servant unto this people this day, and wilt serve them, and answer them, and speak good words to them, then they will be thy servants forever. But he forsook the counsel of the old men, which they had given him, and consulted with the young men that were grown up with him, and which stood before him. And he said unto them, What counsel give ye, that ye may answer this people, who have spoken to me, saying, Make the yoke which thy father did put upon us lighter? Slaki, it says, And the young men that were grown up with him spake unto him, saying, Thus shalt thou speak unto this people that spake unto thee, saying, Thy father made our yoke heavy, but make thou it lighter unto us. Thus shalt thou say unto them, My little finger shall be thicker than my father's loins. It says, And now, whereas my father did laid you with a heavy yoke, I will add to your yoke. My father hath chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions. So Jeroboam and all the people came to Rehoboam the 3rd day, as the king had appointed, saying, Come to me again the 3rd day. And the king answered the people roughly, and forsook the old men's counsel that they gave him, and spake to them after the counsel of the young men, saying, My father made your yoke heavy, and I will add to your yoke. My father also chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scorpions. Wherefore the king hearkened not unto the people, for the cause was from the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, in all capital letters, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, that he might perform his saying, which the Lord spake by Ahijah the Shilonite unto Rehoboam, the son of Nebat. It says, the kingdom divided, Jeroboam rules Israel. So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, the people answered the king, saying, what portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, O Israel, now see to thine own house, David. So Israel departed unto their tents. But as for the children of Israel which dwelt in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. Then King Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was over the tribute, and all Israel stoned him with stones that he died. Therefore King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his chariot to flee to Jerusalem. So Israel rebelled against the house of David until this day. And this came to pass, and all Israel heard that Jeroboam was come again, that they sent and called him unto the congregation, and made him king over all Israel. There was none that followed the house of David, but the tribe of Judah only. And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah with the tribe of Benjamin and 180,000 chosen men, which were warriors to fight against the house of Israel, to bring the kingdom again to Rehoboam the son of Solomon. But the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai came unto Shemaiah, the man of Yahweh, saying, speak unto Rehoboam the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and unto all the house of Judah and Benjamin, and to the remnant of the people, saying, thus said the Lord, ye shall not go up nor fight against your brethren, the children of Israel. Return every man to his house, for this thing is from me. They hearkened therefore to the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, and returned to depart according to the word of the Lord. It says, Jeroboam's idolatry. See, Jake was going to slap off, you see? So remember, the things that happen to us, the curses and these types of things and the things that we go through, it's all at our hands. You see, all the way back from our forefathers. You know, we're paying for those things that they've done, which was us, because we were them. If you're watching this, you should believe and you should understand the reincarnation by now. These were us, right? They were us, and we were them, right? So we went off, and this is what we get. And even to this day, even this flesh that we're in right now, we go off, right? So you're not, you try to be clean. You got the Day of Atonement. You might fast on your own. You got the Passover coming up, right? However, we still paying for it. We're on punishment, right? That's why he says, rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It is polluted with a sore destruction. It says, then Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim and dwelt therein, and went out from thence and built Peniel. And Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the king return to the house of David. If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahshai at Jerusalem, Yerushalayim in the Hebrew, city of peace, it says, then shall the heart of this people turn again unto their Lord, even unto Rehoboam king of Judah, and they shall kill me, and go again to Rehoboam king of Judah. It says, whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold and said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold, thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And he set the one in Bethel, and the other he put he in Dan. And this thing became a sin for the people. For the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan. Yeah, because you ain't supposed to do that, right? You ain't supposed to go and worship after idols. Remember, we spoke about this in the previous video. We call them idols, false idols, because why? They're not gods. They don't have power. They're not real. They don't exist. They're imaginary friends. It says, in verse 31, and he made an house of high places, and made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not the sons of Levi. And Jeroboam ordained a feast in the 8th month, on the 15th day of the month, like unto the feast that is in Judah, and he offered upon the altar. So did he in Bethel, sacrificing unto the calves that he had made. And he placed in Bethel the priests of the high places which he had made. So he offered upon the altar which he had made in Bethel the 15th day of the 8th month, even in the month which he had devised of his own heart, and had ordained a feast unto the children of Israel. And he offered up upon the altar a burnt incense. So he went slap off. Lord willing, you was edified. We end it here. I'm excited to get the next chapter done in the morning when I wake up.